Live from the Cake Courtyard, Cake presents A Merry KAKELand Christmas.
Merry Christmas, KAKELand, and we're so glad to have you here as we celebrate on this Friday morning, a special edition of Good Morning KAKELand out here in the Cake Courtyard ahead of Christmas.
That's right. Yeah, we got so much coming up on the show, from the sounds of the season to learning how to make this.
Yeah.
My mom's homemade cinnamon candy. Shane's been eating this stuff for years. Now we're going to divulge the secrets.
It powers me through the holidays, Frank. I'm excited for that one. We hung out with Frank's mom. Like, this is going to be the coolest thing.
Making her TV debut.
All right, so as if Frank's mom isn't special enough, we also have plenty of other special guests that we're going to be spending time with today here on the show. Charities and people who are really helping out the community. There's one organization that even helps kids just enjoy the Chiefs experience.
That sounds fun.
For some of those kids who might not be able to really afford a ticket or a signed jersey or something like that. So there's a lot coming at you here on Good Morning KAKELand, and there's really a celebration here of what everybody's done already. The entire community really just putting their best foot forward to get some lights set up and help the community enjoy driving around. Have you guys driven around and looked at some of the lights?
A little bit. It's
Some
good.
people went all out.
It is. It's like a whole experience to drive around Wichita and check out some lights. So we'll start here with just a big shout out to the folks here in Goddard. They say she's a beaut, Clark. She's a beaut. And those little lights are twinkling in Goddard. It got a Griswold style upgrade this year with some tucked away treasures. Check out that home right there. Christmas lights all the way up, and even the RV with Cousin Eddie out in the front.
You
know
saw
what was
this
full.
in person.
Yeah, this is.
It was waiting for you. I'm kind of bummed to not have seen it.
Yeah, this is kind of it's 108 Poplar. If you want to go check them out.
Okay.
All right. They're fully listed on the websites of best places in Wichita now, because it's quite the arrival for a newcomer, if you will, to the Christmas light scene in the Wichita area.
Well, you know, it's not only homeowners that are getting into the holiday spirit. Check this thing out. This is so cool. Local police stations are getting in on the action as well. They've been spreading some fun overnight in Keachai. Officers working the third shift have been posting pictures of homes they've seen decked out with fun Christmas light displays. And if you look closely in one of the pictures, well, you'll see a fun leg lamp from A Christmas Story.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites. I know you guys think it doesn't hold a candle to Christmas Vacation, but yeah. That's awesome.
That would be one of your favorites, Frank. That's all I have to say.
Oh my goodness.
It's a cult classic for a reason. Some people love it, some people don't. But you know, you got to have the movie references in there somehow.
Yeah.
Like, that's the key to it. Somebody can realize, like, oh, there's a Grinch over there or something like that. That's what really brings out the magic.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the magic of the season, so other police departments across KAKELand having some fun too. A little bit of mischief just south of Wichita. Let's take you over to Derby to meet one of their latest recruits. Communities across KAKELand are definitely in the holiday spirit. But of all the places spreading that joy, you may be surprised to find it here.
This is Officer Temperance Star.
A pint-sized member of Derby Police, Elf on the Shelf Officer Star, adding a little sparkle to the season.
It's definitely heartwarming. The reactions that we've gotten from the community are very positive and optimistic, and some people haven't been able to get out and see what's out in the community.
Seeing life through her bright blue eyes and silly antics, assisting with animal control, baking treats for the department's Christmas party, answering calls and police records. While we don't know where exactly she'll wind up next, she's giving us something to smile about.
Christmas is magical, but it can also be a dark time of year for many people, and we hope that Officer Star can remind them, and our holiday post can remind them to remember that magic when you were a child at Christmas time, and hopefully we can spread a little bit more of that magic around.
I just love that they go and they do this, documenting things throughout the community with the officer, or even just taking the pictures like we're talking about with Keachai Police, and just sharing a little bit of that love so people who can't get out and about, they can go and see it.
Yeah.
So
Going above and beyond all the time, really, but especially at the holidays.
Yeah.
That's so great to see.
And it was kind of fun here. So we were digging through the cake archives, taking a look at some of our older Christmas footage, and we're going to warp you back to 1991. Check it out right here. This is like a larger-than-life celebration in November of that year. Families, they could not get enough as they visited this gigantic gingerbread castle, fully decked out, as we see here, in lollipops, candy canes, a train, and of course presents and other sweet decorations that people could not resist. So really fun to see that. We're so happy to share that here with you this morning, right here on Good Morning KAKELand. But coming up this morning, throughout our hour, we have so much on deck for you all, and including a special Christmas performance from our friends over at Friends University. Plus,
You hungry? Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
Well, some moms are known for their meatloaves, but in my family, my mom is known for her delicious candy treats that so many enjoy around the holidays. We take you to my childhood home, where cinnamon is filling the air.
And local charities making sure your family's treated with love and care during a difficult time. We chat with the Ronald McDonald House after the break and how you can support them this holiday season. We'll have a special guest with them as well. Stay with us here.
the holidays are here at Cake, and you know, things just are not the same if we don't have a special member of the Cake family.
Yeah, last month we really debuted our new children's book, A Home for Cake Man, and it's benefiting the Ronald McDonald House charities. So here from Ronald McDonald House today is Haley Gribble. Haley, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And the real star of the show as well, where's he at? There he is, the magic of Christmas, bringing Cake Man back to us here with just how many days till Christmas, Cake Man?
3 more days!
We're almost here, guys. We're almost here.
Oh my gosh.
Well, welcome in Haley. And, you know, this is the star of the show because he's not only helping us enjoy the spirit of the season, but he's helping Ronald McDonald House charities in a big way.
How are we doing it?
Yeah, can you tell us what's happened so far?
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys have been amazing. We've gotten a ton of toys that have been donated to Ronald McDonald House, and we've been able to give those to the kids who are in the hospital and also staying with us, just kind of helping bring some spirit to the Christmas season.
How does it work exactly with Ronald McDonald House? So kids are sick, and you assist families by doing what?
We provide housing to the families with sick or injured kids, but we also provide food as well, 3 meals a day. A lot of people don't know that, so yeah, we just try to make anything that they need that they would have at home, we want to give them here too.
And a lot of that is giving back to the community, but also giving the community a story as well. So, Cake Man, I have to ask you, you have a book about your life right now.
Yes.
That's huge, Cake Man. What's this been like for you?
Oh, it's so exciting and so great to share my story with everybody and share the holiday spirit.
That story is great.
That's the best story. Oh, goodness.
And the story has taken you through all kinds of efforts lately, Cake Man. You've been all over the place. What have you been doing?
Oh, yeah.
Wichita City Council made me honorary district advisory board member, and we went to the Shredathon, and of course the Ronald McDonald House. Oh, everything is so great too.
It's been great seeing you all around the Ronald
loved
McDonald
it.
House, being really the flagship of all of those that you just talked about. So Ronald McDonald House charities right now. Haley, if you can talk about the holidays. I mean, obviously the cause is great all season long and all year long, but what does it mean at the holidays?
Yeah, so we are totally full right now. We've actually been able to put some other families up in hotels while we are full as well, paying for that for all of them. But just being able to give these kids some toys, give them a nice Christmas meal, it just means everything over this time just to be able to keep families together.
Yeah, I love that. And also for us as our Cake family to be able to help you all and also share this tradition of Cake Man and all this together. I mean, it's just, what a beautiful collaboration.
It's wonderful. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. As you're
Appreciate
looking forward to the new year, what big things do you hope are out there for you guys? And how can we all help you?
Oh, wow. Well, we've got some events coming up in 2024. We've got a golf tournament, a big gala in October. But really, donations, we have a wish list on our website. We can have families or groups come and cook meals for us, for the families staying at the house. So just anything to help those families in need.
Big things ahead for you in
Yes,
2024.
always.
And Cake Man, I think big things are ahead for you as well. Now that you've returned this year in 2023, I'm calling it right now. 2024 KAKELand merch, KAKELand billboards. I mean, get them all over the place.
Let's do it.
Stocking stuffers, presents, everything.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, KAKELand.
Ooh, Merry Christmas, KAKELand.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Of course, the Ronald McDonald House, Wichita, is located over what we're talking about in the College Hill area on North Hillside. If you want to learn more about them and everything, and go and give, that would be so wonderful. Buy the Cake Man book as well. Head over to cake.com/guest. We'd love to see that support.
And next on Merry KAKELand Christmas Now, we are going to sit down with a great new effort here in River City Brewing and so much more. Frank's mom. I'm just waiting until Frank's mom is here as well. We've got more after the break.
Exploration Place 2. Keep it here.
Welcome into River City Brewing in the heart of downtown Wichita, where they're throwing holiday spirit into the fermentation tanks and seeing what comes out. And it has been phenomenal to see what is here at River City. And Chris Arnold is with us right now. Chris, tell us what you got going on here at River City.
So it's the first year of our Christmas pop-up called Snow Globe. We were approached, I actually think it came through somebody, maybe even on city council. Somebody approached us about maybe doing it. We had talked about it in the past, kind of made it happen this year. And it has so far been a lot of fun and hugely successful.
Yeah, well, we know River City Brewing is always making new craft brews, right? But when you're making the spirit, you're making an atmosphere for people that you're not necessarily used to for the first time. What was this like for you?
So there's a lot of work and a lot of thought, and we tried to think about everything from what was the room going to feel like when you walk in, what drinks were going to be available to you, what we're going to do in the brewery. I've got some very talented brewers, and they went to work making great beers, and bartenders went to work making great cocktails, and the chef went to work on the food menu, and it all came together, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, we have to talk about the decorations, though. From one floor to the next, you've got this place covered in Christmas. What was I guess when you were telling yourself what we're going to do here, it's like you never told yourself where to stop.
Right, like a big Christmas bomb went off in here. So did not do all the math. I'm going to try to do that better next year, but I do know it's miles of Christmas lights, about 300 man hours it took to get everything put up over the course of several days, starting with lights and then all the things hanging from the ceilings and the poles and the windows. And
wow.
Yeah, it was a lot, but arguably very well worth it.
Yeah, well, it's made for a busy Christmas season for you, I know, and I appreciate your time right now because it's not like you need the publicity here. This place is packed. We're settling in for a busy lunch hour right now.
Yes.
But what's it been like here night after night?
So busy, very well received. By the end of the first week, we knew that it was going to be pretty crazy, and I think by the end of the second week, we had no reservation times available from 3 in the afternoon till close 7 days a week through the end of the year. We still have some lunch times available, and we get some cancellations every day. Things come up. So the people that are calling that are shocked they can't get a reservation, we tell them to keep checking the website. Every day there's a few times that come available.
And so people are enjoying this. Really, you're probably looking around and seeing all kinds of faces, not just older people who are old enough to drink, but I mean, this is a family-friendly environment.
Absolutely. It was part of the thought when we started about kind of planning this was kids were going to love it. What we've learned is adults go absolutely crazy and love it just as much. So we've done fun things like brunch with Santa. We gave away tons of stuffed animals, had a lot of fun with that. It's been popular with families, girls' nights out, guys' nights out, lots of work parties. There's a little something I would tell you for everybody.
There you go. And seeing that this is the first year, you've got big plans moving forward, I imagine.
Already making lots of notes for next year.
All right. Well, there's a lot of work to be done here. One of the main courses of work is actually behind the bar. So some of the drinks that you have available here, you've actually put together a holiday-themed menu.
We did. So we started kind of with the brewers and said, look, we need a couple of really cool beers that will be fun and festive and something to cater to the masses. Unfortunately, we've already run out of one of them. We had a really great cranberry orange sour ale, but my favorite was this beer, which is a bourbon barrel-aged vanilla coconut stout. It's about 11.6% alcohol. It's rich, a little sweet, warms you up as you drink it. It's been hugely popular, and it's my favorite right now.
There you go. One or two of those, you're probably starting to feel the spirit a little bit.
One of those get a safe ride home for sure. Absolutely.
What do I have in front of me here?
You have the Christmas Cookie Martini. It's a little blend of several liquors, not to give away all the secrets, but some rum chata, some vanilla vodka, milk, and then a really pretty sugar pearl rim to make it festive.
It's beautiful. Yeah, and you guys take so much pride in your work here. Cheers, man. This has been a phenomenal time. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Welcome back to a Merry KAKELand Christmas. We are live out here in the Cake Courtyard having all sorts of fun, or maybe we're about to, with our friends, or should I say friend, from Exploration Place.
That's right. Exploration Place really helping to keep kids busy and engaged over this Christmas break. Erica Hoskinson joining us today. We're playing with fire, folks.
Yes, we are.
Sounds good.
Now, this is not something you can do at home or that we usually do with the kids at Exploration Place. So, yes, this is not something you normally do, but I figured I'd bring some fun with fire, and we'll do red, white, and green for the holiday season.
Red, white, and green. I like this. All right, so there's going to be some learning behind this.
Yes.
So let's get this thing started.
Ready for fire?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's going to get turned on and off a couple times just so we don't waste the...
Okay,
we got our fire.
So we got torch going there.
So we've got magnesium metal.
Okay.
This is going to burn bright white. So Frank's going to put it...
So this is metal. A lot of people don't think about metals burning, but...
And it will just stay on, and it'll you can pull it out, and it'll stay on fire.
Look at that.
And it goes away pretty quickly, but
that's
pretty fun.
Interesting.
The fun part is the electrons are getting all excited, and they're all out in this outer nucleus, and they're like, and then all of a sudden they want to go back down to where their normal state is, and they give off light.
All right.
And we just get different colors, kind of like fireworks.
Very cool.
I see. So are we going to make some different colors?
All right, what else we got here?
So we've got
white.
copper chloride. I'm actually going to turn that back on. Maybe I should have just left it on. I don't know. This is science. We have fun.
We're conserving a little.
Yes, but this is copper chloride. These are wooden sticks soaked in it. And I got to be careful here.
I'll take two of them. There we go.
Oh, yes. And then we should see some green.
Here? Look at that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And the fun part is, because there's so much liquid, these actually will not burn.
Oh, they don't burn. That's just
not
burning
really.
the
It's
copper chloride
burning the
off
copper
of there.
chloride because they've been soaked. So,
that is cool.
Yep, just like fireworks.
So when we do see green and fireworks, it's copper chloride in there.
Yep. All the different, we actually have a tiny exhibit at Exploration Place, part of our, when you're walking along the Kansas Miniature Hallway, there's a little fireworks station, and you press the different buttons, and it tells you what chemicals are what color.
All right, so what do we have here?
Strontium, which is one of my favorite chemicals. I
feel like we don't hear about strontium all that much.
We don't. It's just my favorite name.
Okay.
All right, and we'll see if we can get that red. God, there it is.
Look at that.
Yeah,
so festive.
I know. I thought we have a chemistry teacher, a retired chemistry teacher on staff. It's like, hey, what can I do to do red, white, and green on the news
what a
to
great
show?
thing.
Fun job.
Oh yeah. We have the best staff. We have so much fun together, and we just get to do fun stuff like this.
Okay, well, speaking of your staff, you guys are going to be busy as we go into kind of the holidays here and this Christmas. What are you guys doing to help keep kids engaged?
So we're actually open till 8. Tonight and tomorrow, Christmas Eve, 10 to 5. We're closed Christmas, but then every day until New Year's Day, we are open at 10 to 8.
Okay.
So
perfect.
Lots of extra fun things to do, and I like going at night because I like seeing like the keeper lit up and being able to do like my fun STEM stuff, and it's so fun. And we'll still have live science shows, Frozen sing along, all those fun things to keep your family busy and excited during the holiday times, especially if you have family coming in. We got Frozen sing along, we've got great dome movies, all the fun stuff.
So much.
And a killer gift shop. If you need those last minute gifts, boom, come on over.
Thank you so much, Erica, for coming in and sharing this with us. Get out to Exploration Place. There's extended hours, a great opportunity. And you can see the information there. Downtown Wichita, it's going to look gorgeous. Thank you so much, Erica. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to a Merry KAKELand Christmas. We are live at the Cake Courtyard today, just over at the pergola earlier, now at the gazebo.
I know, we have to show it all off.
It's like
so
our
much
early
fun.
Christmas present this year.
It is our gift, our gift to you as well. But you know what a better gift than the sound of the season and our friends from Friends University letting us enjoy. So let's soak it up.
Well, there's a good chance your plants around your house, well, they're probably looking a little sad. Maybe a little brown this time of the year.
Yeah, winter's setting in here,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean we can't still have some vibrant greenery around the house.
Absolutely, and so that's why we tapped into Jeremy Johnson with Johnson's Garden Center. We have a friendly competition going on here, and you're going to help instigate all this.
Yes, so we're going to make holiday porch pots today, and these are something that we can enjoy during the holidays. They're going to last kind of all winter. As we get cold, they're going to freeze in and really give us some good color on the patio.
And these are a little more popular in like other parts of the country, but it's kind of becoming more of a thing around
kind of
here.
started out in the northern states, and then we've seen that kind of become gaining popularity here in Kansas.
This is cool. So obviously we're going the natural route. I'm not sure if it's like a like an artificial option out there, but we're going natural with stuff from Johnson's Garden Centers.
Natural from Johnson's, but don't have to do that. You can go out and clip evergreens out of your own lawn, and they're going to do just fine as well.
Perfect.
So.
Okay. Well, where do we start?
Go ahead,
So we're going to start.
Sorry.
So we've got spruce tops here that are going to go in the middle. So we kind of use that as a base for the top of the for the pot. Kind of put that down in the middle, and then we're just going to fill in with other different types of evergreens. I'm
going to dig in here.
I know.
I got it, Jeremy.
You got it?
Oh yeah, I'm getting in there down to
Dad,
the good,
did you bring
good
a
soil
shovel?
down here.
Yep. So you can just shove that in, and then we've got a wide assortment of different evergreens that I brought with me today. Frank's got some dogwood stems. They're going to provide
stuff?
that's
Dogwood stems?
Dogwood stems. So that's a deciduous plant, but has a nice red color to the.
There you go. You want some dogwood?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
Now I'm messing with some blue spruce. It looks like because we got one of those back there.
Right. So this is actually
so
Fraser
good.
fir here. So a little different than that, but
Nice try.
Let's try.
and these are kind of trimmings off of a Christmas tree. So if you've got a fresh cut Christmas tree, you can take some of those bottom branches as well. But usually we like to have kind of our taller center item and then fill in with some of the colorful sticks. I've got some pine cones here. People will use birch branches. I've got some waterproof berries. So these are nice because they're going to last kind of all winter, not going to be bothered by the freezing and the liquid.
Of course.
I love that you're giving us all these ideas. Keep it
Jeremy, if you're
natural and
making
beautiful.
this you're using real stuff here, how can we make sure this thing keeps looking good all season? Because I don't want my hard work to go to waste.
So you want to water it, and
Okay.
doesn't make a lot of sense that we're watering our dead branches, but that's going to help that soil to freeze. If you've got a pot in the landscape that has, like you said, the dead branches in it, go ahead and cut those plants off, and then use that soil because those roots have kind of held that soil in place. But watering that and then letting it freeze is really going to keep the porch pot looking fresh. We've also got a anti-desiccant that we can use, wilt stop, that's going to help keep them from drying out.
All right, spray it on there, keep it from drying out.
What do you
Okay,
think?
so if people want to try this over the break, they can come get all the stuff from you guys.
Come get the stuff at the store. And that's looking good, Shane.
There we go. Do you have like an angel for me to put right here?
we can get you an angel for the top.
All right, it's just part of fun, right? And it smells like Christmas
it
right
does.
now.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
What a cool idea, Jeremy, and I can see why this is rising in popularity.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Stop by Johnson's Garden Centers. You can buy ours.
That's right. Putting us to work here. Much more here on DAC on Good Morning KAKELand. Frank, where's your mom's segment? Coming up soon?
Yeah, let's go to El Dorado. Let's go.
All right.
You can find Johnson's Garden Centers, 2 locations here in Wichita. Go check them out. Welcome back. On this special edition of Bake with Cake, we are in El Dorado making a holiday treat with none other than my mom. Let's head to the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen that I grew up eating in, and today, this is a neat opportunity. I get to cook with my mom. This is Sharon Waugh, and we are making cinnamon candy.
Yep.
You've been making this for how long?
Oh, probably 25 or 30 years.
And you've given away hundreds and hundreds of jars and bags of this, and it seems to only be getting more popular.
It does. It's a fun holiday treat.
All right, so to make this cinnamon candy, there's 4 primary ingredients. We're going to start off with
6 cups of white sugar.
And just any old regular sugar works fine.
Just regular sugar. And then we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups or a 16-ounce bottle of light corn syrup.
Light corn syrup. Doesn't matter what kind?
Doesn't matter what brand. It just has to be light.
All right, so this is the trick. To get the rest of this out of here, we're going to add a little bit of warm water.
Yes. The recipe calls for 2 cups of water, so I usually warm it up. I'm going to pour most of it in this bottle, and then I'm going to put the lid on it and shake it up just a little bit, and this is going to help us get the rest of the syrup out of the bottle.
Okay.
And there was a little bit of water left in my cup, so I'm going to pour the rest of that in there.
Okay.
And then we'll take our lid off
and dump it in. All right, now that we have it all in the pot here, it's time to take it to the stove and heat it up?
Time to take it to the stove.
All right, let's go.
We're going to turn it to medium high. So on my stove, we're going to put it on number 7.
Okay.
And then we have to keep stirring. We're going to get all of the sugar and the syrup and water all combined. And once we start this, we have to keep stirring.
And we just keep mixing it up and eventually it will dissolve?
It will. So we're going to keep stirring this until it comes to a boil that we can't stir down.
So how long does it actually take to get to a boil?
It's going to take about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But we have to keep stirring it. We can't stop.
And what happens if you stop?
It's probably going to stick or burn.
Okay. Once this comes to a boil, what do we got to do?
Well, then we have to do like 3 things at once. We're going to take our spoon out. We're going to put our lid on. We're going to turn our temperature down to medium.
Okay.
So on my stove, it's going to be a number 5.
Okay.
And then we hit our timer, and we're going to leave the lid on for 1 minute.
We just stand back and watch.
We just stand back and watch.
So you see these little bubbles on there? That's kind of the indication that we're getting close?
We're starting to get some bubbles around the edges. When it starts to boil, you can stir it down, but it's going to get to the point where it's boiling just constantly, which it's getting really close. So,
all right, so we're getting ready to do our 3 things here. Hand me the lid. Okay, so I got the lid here.
We're probably at a boiling point that you can't stir it down. So, all right.
Spoon out, lid on.
I'm going to turn this down.
Fire down.
And I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute.
And we just watch it go.
And we're just going to watch it go. And when we take our lid off, we're going to be very careful because it's going to have a lot of steam underneath there. So make sure you pull it off away from you.
All right, so pull the lid off?
Yes, gently. It's got a lot of moisture there. There we go. And look at that. Now
it's clear now.
Now it's clear.
So that 1 minute does something and it makes it clear.
It does. I don't know how the magic happens.
And now we don't have to stir it anymore either?
Nope.
Okay.
We're going to put our candy thermometer in. So we're going to want it to get up to 295 degrees, which is going to be hard crack.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Just let it go.
Just let it go. This is going to take about 30 minutes to get up to the hard crack. After I put the thermometer in, then I'm going to get the rest of my supplies ready. I'm going to do prepping for my pan.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Before we pour out the candy, though, we got to prep this sheet here.
We're going to spray it with just a little bit of cooking spray. Then I'm going to just take a napkin and I'm going to wipe it off. We just want a very thin layer of cooking spray on there. It looks like we're up to temperature.
Okay.
So I'm going to turn this off. We're going to bring this right over here. All right, our next 3 ingredients are going to be our teaspoon of butter.
Okay, butter just goes in.
We're going to tap that in there.
Okay.
We're going to use the same spoon and we're going to measure out a teaspoon of our red food coloring. There we go. I'm going to put that in there.
All right, this next step, you're putting in the cinnamon oil. You said this can get a little potent.
It can be a little potent. I use 2 teaspoons of the cinnamon oil, okay? There's 1. You can adjust this to your own taste, and there's 2. Now, you're going to start stirring. I'm going to put a mask on.
Okay, so this...
You do not want to put your face over that.
Oh, look at all of the steam coming out of it. Okay.
So you just give it a good stir.
How am I doing?
You're doing good.
Okay.
It's very bubbly right now, and we're going to keep on stirring it until it's a nice, smooth consistency.
Okay. You're not wrong. This is quite strong. I can see how if your face was in there, that would not be a good thing.
Right. Don't put your face right over it. Keep on stirring it.
Wow. Like I inhaled it all.
I warned you.
All right, so we're nice and smooth now. It's ready to pour out?
Nice and smooth. So we're going to
all right, so let's get that out of there.
Take that spoon and set it right there.
Let me get out of your way.
All right, I'm going to grab 1 oven mitt because I don't want my fingers to touch this pan. And we're going to come over here and we're going to pour it all over this pan. We want to make sure we get all of this candy out of here.
All right, so now it's not quite as bad as it was. I can see why you wear the mask when you're making this. I mean, it still smells like cinnamon.
Right.
But what's the process now that it's out here on this pan?
All right, now I'm taking, this is my favorite pizza cutter.
Okay.
And I'm just going to scrape it away from the edge.
So what is it you're doing now?
Now this is my trick to getting nice consistent pieces, is I take my pizza cutter and I just keep cutting it. So now we're going to go the other direction. So you just kind of have to keep with it until all of your lines
kind of
stay.
Okay.
So we're going to get a little bit of powdered sugar.
Okay.
And we're just going to dust a little bit on here.
Okay.
Okay.
So after the scoring sits, you put the powdered sugar on it. You let it sit for roughly like 10 minutes?
About 10 minutes.
Okay.
So let it set, and then we can start breaking it up.
All right, so what do we do here?
Well, we've got our gloves on. Our little trick of putting the spatula under here is going to help us with getting underneath of it.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of try to bend it on some of those scored lines.
I can't believe how warm it is still.
It is. And this was the side that was a little bit thicker.
Okay.
We're going to kind of break it into some smaller sections.
Okay.
I like to get all of it off of the pan initially.
Start with?
Uh-huh. We can just kind of make a pile of it.
Uh-oh. I'm breaking it into pieces.
Hey, that's okay, because that's what we're going to do with all of it anyway, is we're going to break it all into all these pieces. So once we've got it all released from the pan, so now we're just going to start breaking it apart.
Look at that.
Okay.
There's something like therapeutic to this. It's like...
There is. See how nice that breaks apart when those scored lines from the pizza cutter. So we've got it all broke up.
Okay.
And now we're gonna dust it with some more powdered sugar.
And this helps it to not stick to each other as much.
Yes, so you can stir that all up in there.
So that's it?
That's it. And we're gonna wanna store it in an airtight container, and it's gonna last for several months.
Okay.
As long as you don't eat it.
As long as you don't eat it. All right. Well, there you have it, KAKELand. My mom's famous cinnamon candy. Thank you so much for showing me how to make this. If you'd like to get the entire recipe, we've got it all written out for you. Go to cake.com/guest. Look for it there. We've got more of Merry KAKELand Christmas coming up right after this.
Welcome back. You know, the holiday season is always usually very bright if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. But one fan and several others are getting together to make that season even brighter for KAKELand and so many other kids. And this is Ashley Brown today joining us with Kingdom Cares. How are you, Ashley?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Just me saying Kingdom Cares right now. It's a thing now. Be on alert. Watch out, because you're in your first year, but this is a huge launch.
Yes. We have taken off, and we are taking all of Kansas and Missouri by storm.
That's right. Just like the Chiefs, they only know success at this point.
Yes.
So you have come to KAKELand, to Kansas, with a mission. So tell us what it is.
We love Kansas City Chiefs, and so we are a group of members who just want to give back our love to other Kansas City Chiefs fans. So we get memorabilia, little things that you can only find in Kansas City and Missouri, and spread it all over the United States.
And of course, Kingdom Cares is a nod to Chiefs Kingdom. So in your experience as a huge Chiefs fan, what kind of community is it, and why come together for the kids?
There is so many giving people in this community, and there's a lot of people who need the extra help. And so we just wanted to share our love of the Chiefs and give back to everybody that we can.
Okay, so right now it's your first Christmas, essentially, and you wanted to go big, right?
Yep.
You wanted to throw a deep pass. It was a completion because you went big. And tell us about the recent accomplishments.
We adopted 87 kids from all of the United States, and we were able to fulfill every single one of their wishes and wants. And we sent out the last package this week.
That's incredible. And you said kids from all across the U.S.
Yes.
You don't just stop in the Midwest where the Chiefs Kingdom really thrives. It's all over the place. So how did people say, hey, my kid could really use some help here?
So we took submissions all month of October. The only thing is you had to be a member of our group. And they just sent in ages, some gift ideas, sizes, and things like that. And then our members adopted them and sent me all the packages or Amazon, and then I sent everything out.
Okay, what are your top 3 things that you saw under the tree this year?
AirPods, lots of signed memorabilia, and Lots and lots of Barbies.
Oh,
lots
nice.
and lots of Barbies this year.
There you go. Okay, and I love that because it's not just football fans and it's not just giving footballs or signed jerseys out. It's really everything.
It's everything.
Okay, so for Kingdom Cares, where do you want to take it now? I mean, you just launched this thing and it's off to a great success. So where do you want to go from here?
We would just love to keep growing and growing. We don't have a lot of partnership in Wichita, so we're really hoping to this next year branch out and get a lot more vendors and sponsorships. Our main sponsor here in Wichita is Oliver Sports, and we are amazing and so grateful for Vince and his staff there. They have been so great to us. And so we just hope to branch out to other organizations and help them and just have a great partnership.
Hey, if they're a friend of yours, they're a friend of mine too. I just bought a box of Disney Lorcana from Vince the other day.
Yes.
Oliver Sports. Okay, thank you so much, Ashley, for doing what you do. Go Chiefs. They're playing Christmas Day.
Yes. Oh, we're going. We're excited.
All right, good. So we'll look for you in the stands, and we'll check out all the Chiefs Kingdom here, doing such a great job, not only on the field, but off. Way to go.
Thank you.
All right, go check out Kingdom Cares on Facebook, right?
Yes. Yep, Facebook. Just look up Kingdom Cares, or they can email me at kingdomcaresfoundation@gmail.com.
Perfect. All right, we'll be right back with more Good Morning KAKELand. Stay with us.
On the cake courtyard, there rose such a clatter. The anchors turned round to see what was the matter, when to their wondering eyes but did appear a meteorologist with mugs of chocolate Christmas cheer.
Look at that!
And as he approached, he called them by name. Hello, Annette. Hello, Frank. And hello, Shane.
Hello, Santa.
And thank you for inviting me here today, as I'm allowed to exclaim a happy Christmas to all KAKELand and to all a good day.
Wonderful. Wow.
Hey, what a great way to wrap up this show.
Hey, for those of you who don't know, Jay has really been the final, the final act of our Good Morning KAKELand Christmas show over the past few years, and he's come out as Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Santa.
I would, Santa's helper.
Yeah,
Santa's helper.
Santa's helper.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the reindeer and everything, Jay.
Yeah.
It's time to say thank you.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Not only from us here at Cake, but from Santa himself. I'm sorry. We had to get the real Santa.
Santa's here.
Hey, boys and girls.
Well, hello.
Oh, my goodness, look at this group. Right here in KAKELand, too. And, I thought it was Toy Boy there for a second. Oh, by the way, I have something for you, Jay.
Just say Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Stay connected with Cake Plus, Cake.com, and our social media. Cake News on your side.